Wow. I know he just celebrated his birthday 4 days ago, November 4th, in jail. But I bet you wish he was home sipping on his Ciroc in front of his painting pastimes. I bet you he does. Boy, what a way to go out. What a way to go out. I thought about something interesting, which prompted me to do this video. It relates to Mr. Diddy, Sean Combs, and the artist Kerry Marshall. So Kerry Marshall's artwork is the one that was purchased for $21.1 million by Diddy back in 2018. And so I just thought to myself, oh my goodness, with all the legal challenges he has now, and these high-powered lawyers and these suits he has to pay and whatever, the one-time billionaire, I think it was back in 2022, he was a billionaire up until that point for about 2 years, short time, but he hit the mark, right? No longer a billionaire. I think his net worth today is like 600 million. He's still a millionaire, right? But what made me think about it was like, wow, all this money he's gonna have to kick out, like how much is his net worth gonna drop? And not only that, will he end up selling that artwork? And if he did, how much would he get for it? Right? Because at the time that he purchased it, that size artwork, and not only that, there was a trend for buying Black cultured artwork, right? And this artist, Kerry Marshall, he's very into capturing Black culture and legacy and all that good stuff. So his painting Pastimes, which is what Diddy bought, kind of encapsulates that, right? And I just thought, wow, if that's not, omen, the omen's too strong. I don't know if it's omen, but if that's not a sign of things to come for Diddy, like Pastimes, like I wonder too if the artist was playing on the words pastime, because pastime is something that people do like for leisure, as a hobby, like sewing, cooking, golf, swim, whatever it is, something leisurely that you enjoy, right? But pastimes, as he titled it, as two separate words, could kind of mean a couple different things depending on your interpretation of it. Pastimes could be past times where Black people were not in these areas of like, sailing on a boat, jet skiing or skiing, and playing golf. And then if you look at the artwork, you see those types of activities that were used to be associated mainly with rich white people. And I could see why Diddy would have been attracted to it, because one, it is an investment, right? But two, I can't help but think that he sees himself in that, right? You have the projects in the painting towards in the background, and then you have the activities that clearly he does, but on a bigger scale these days, right? The boat there's a boat. Oh boy, got a yacht. The skiing, the picnic, the whole nine. And I just thought it was like really like, wow, karmic to say that it is past times for him, right? Who would have thought that? Well, I don't know. I was gonna say, he must have known something was gonna come. Like how long you think this was carrying on? But this is not what this video is about. It's to say that past time is about to come a past time of that kind of life he was leading, because if he ends up going to jail, oh boy, ain't gonna be doing that for a minute. He ain't gonna be doing no kind of yachting, none of that. Boy, I know he right now in his jail cell like, oh my God, if I could just have a sip of Ciroc, sit in front of my 21 million painting. You know? But on the flip side of that, what does that do for Kerry? Right? Well, one, if there's any kind of notoriety, especially with a celebrity, like something pops off, the artwork grows in, or the artist's work, I would say, grows in demand, right? So not only probably the art will go up in value, you know, depending on the art market, because the value could also go down if the trend, because there's a couple things that factor into artwork and its value, like the reputation of the artist, the subjectiveness of the market, right? Because it's very subjective, the art market, you know, economical factors and all that. And so, you know, let's say he was going to sell it. Let's say Diddy was going to sell it because he needs to get some cash and pay for his legal bills and what have you. Because I seriously doubt, I think his net worth today is like 600 million. I seriously doubt he's going to go bankrupt with these legal fees. I mean, it's going to be a dip. It's going to be a dip with all the lawsuits he may have to pay out, the lawyers. It's going to be a dip. It's going to be a dip. But he ain't going to be broke. He's just not going to be broke. I don't think he is. But let's say, right? Hypothetically speaking, let's say he decides to sell that painting. It may not sell at the price that he paid for it, because really, you buy artwork, you want it to go up in value. He may get between $15 to $17 million, which is like a minimum of $4 million loss. Like, you know, but if he breaks even, he'd be lucky. He'd be lucky to break even. And not only that, he probably would fare well if he sold privately rather than at auction, because he did buy this at auction at Sotheby's, you know, and was the highest bidder. Put my boy Kerry on the map. Yes. First living African American to have his painting sold at a record price. Yes, I love it for him. I love it. But let's say he has to sell it. That's probably 15 to 17 million he may get for it, and so that's a loss. Let's say he sells it on the privately or what have you. He might be able to get something. That depends, right? Because apparently today there's no long. This is not trending enough for people to be buying large works of art. And I believe this was like a 9-foot by 13-foot artwork. You know, acrylic and collage. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful painting, as you'll see. So he may have trouble even having that appreciate. And so, you know, they say that, and it makes you wonder, like, oh my God, is it true? There's truth to it, though, in terms of artwork being an investment, an asset, and it appreciates in value. But we also know that it's a store value for rich people. That's where they store their money, right? That's where they store their money. Millions, they hide it right in there. That's why you see these paintings that they deem as worth X amount of millions. And we look at it like, why? Well, it's just to hide their money. It's just to hide their money. It's a tangle web. But I just feel like for Kerry, it looks like a win for him. The only thing is, if that artwork is sold multiple times frequently on the private market or even probably like auction, I don't know, the value of it goes down. And therein lies the problem. So I hope he doesn't sell it. I really do. But, you never know.